That's what I do. That's what I do. We're building an audience right now. It is Wedding Wednesdays. I'm just about to share on my Facebook. Then we're going to load on Instagram so we can go both. Meantime, we're going to let the audience build. Here we go. We're building an audience. We are building an audience. I'm going to find my wife on here because I don't know where she is. I know where she is.
Do you know my name?
My
name doesn't start with a T.
I know.
There we go.
Okay. Keep looking there, babe. Don't look at me.
Why?
Look at the camera.
You're funny.
Look at the camera.
You're funny to look at.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about a few things. If you have any ideas that you want to bring up, any questions, feel free to go right ahead. We'll try to answer any questions we can.
But before we do, we're going to quick plug to the wedding show that's happening this weekend. Let's do that now.
I wasn't there yet.
I know. I'm just saying. Let's do it now.
Okay, so this weekend we have something exciting coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be at a bridal show at Riviera Park. That's on Highway 7 and Creditstone.
Creditstone.
Yeah.
It's called the York Region Weddings and Events Expo. It's being held at Riviera Park, which is, like she said, Highway 7 and Creditstone. It's being held on Sunday, February 5th between 12 and 5. And it's going to be a very unique wedding show in the sense that, as opposed to like a fashion show, and all these booths set up all across the dance floor, they're going to be set up around the dance floor, and there's going to be performances in the middle of the dance floor throughout the event.
Interesting.
It's going to be really cool. There's going to be Jay Sticks is there. There is belly dancers. We're going to be drawing names. I'm the host. We're going to be drawing names for a lot of prizes.
Sorry, you're the host now?
Yeah, I'm the host.
I missed that part.
Well, listen, you're sleeping. What do you want?
So I thought you were going to help me at our booth. I guess
Nah, forget that.
I have to get someone else to help.
You're beyond help. Anyway, we're going to go live here. We're going to share. We're going to share because that's what we do. We're going to share.
If you want more information on that, you can go to Giuseppe Meleca's Facebook page because there is...
Sorry.
Hello? There is an interview with Monica, who is running the show.
Yeah.
For more information, they're doing a great raffle. I never heard this before. It's new and exciting. And what they're doing is everyone who comes to the show is not forced to, but can make a donation to the boostabox that will be there, provided by us. And if you put your name in an envelope with, even if it's $5, you put it in, and there will be a draw, and whoever wins the draw gets all the money in the boostabox.
That's
and a free boostabox rental or whatever. We'll talk about it.
Sounds good. All right. Now, we're going to start a live Instagram as well. I'm just hoping the camera's going to turn sideways. It's going to recognize what's going on here. I don't think it's happening. I think we're going to have to straighten it out. Are we sideways? I guess we're going to go this way. So we're just going to turn this for a second here. Building an audience here on live. Here we go. And turn that like that. And we are good. Okay, so. All right, guys. I'm just putting my arm around her because we need a little space here.
Yeah, there's not enough room in here.
This is nothing.
Okay, so we were talking about in our previous, I guess you want to call them episodes, about proposals, about what happens after proposals, engagements, should we have engagement parties or not?
Yeah.
What else did we talk about?
Man, a lot of stuff. We went off on a tangent a lot. Sometimes, guys, excuse us during these episodes when we start talking like a lot about other things. But, you know, it's sure. It happens, and like I said, we need to fill this up over the next 52 weeks and the next 52 years, really. So it's going to be every Wednesday.
Hopefully
we're going to be talking
basement.
and going from there. So, yeah, sure, unique.
Hello from Sicily.
There is no game. This is the game right now.
What time does the game start?
Yeah, I know. He does that all the time. Oh. So it's got nothing to... Sure. So, guys, we're going to look here and there, of course, because we got Facebook and we got
We'll try to say hi to whoever we can.
So, what is the first topic of the day
today?
This evening.
First, we're going to talk about picking a date. Sometimes people have dates in mind before they get engaged, or they'll secretly book a hall and not tell people. But not everybody has any clue. Some people are just engaged for like 5 years and then they still don't even know when they're getting married. Haven't booked a date. So, what advice could we give them on booking a date? Most people are like, oh, babe, come on.
No, sorry.
I want to encourage them. They have to come to us for invitations after. They need to book a date.
Yes.
So, most people will say, oh, I would never get married in the winter.
Marco, what's going on?
Now, When did we get married? What season?
We got married in the winter.
We got married in the winter. Why did we get married in the winter?
Because you wanted to.
Because most girls, correct me if I'm wrong. Hi, Dolores. Most girls dream about their wedding date from when they were a little girl. And sometimes they get the season they want. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's not available. Sometimes they become a teacher and they have no choice but to have their wedding in the summer. Or they have a choice, but it's better off if they don't.
Which I think is wrong. By the way, that whole teacher thing. I feel teachers out there should be able to get married when they want.
They can, but then they lose their I don't know. You teachers out there, explain
lose
to me.
nothing.
Tanya's watching.
A
She can
couple
explain
days
to
of pay. Who cares?
Yeah, it's very frowned upon.
It's not. Who cares? I don't want it to be. What I don't understand is so we're all teachers, especially in the Catholic, let's say the Catholic
School board.
School board. Mm-hmm. We're encouraging marriage, but yeah, you can get married when you want. Well, you know what? I'm sorry about that. That's my opinion. No, you cannot.
It's frowned.
It's very frowned upon.
If you don't care about the frowning, then you get married when you want.
Right. So,
and the thing is, most girls who are teachers like to get married, like, let's say if they get married in August, and they have all July to, like, do their last minute things, because that's the part, you know, that's the most hectic at the end when you have to do all these little things.
It's not true. Just leave it with your fiance, the guy.
Or with
you
your,
can handle,
leave it with your wedding planner.
or teachers or girls do it.
Just hire a wedding planner.
The guys.
And then you don't have to worry about all those little things.
Thank
right, Cardo? I see
what. You're right. You're right. Cooking date, what's going on? Everybody's tuning in. Say hello.
So Tanya's a teacher, and she's explaining that. What normally happens is if they get married during the year, the teachers, they get married on the weekend, and they don't take their honeymoon until their vacation time.
What about if you're sick?
Like for 2 whole weeks, and then you come back with a 10?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You could have been sick with, you needed sunlight in order to repair your sickness.
I don't think so. Anyway.
No, it's very possible.
We got married in the winter.
You're low on melatonin. Is that a word? I don't know.
Vitamin D. Okay. They're right. See? Carlo knows. We got married in the winter. And the reason we got married in the winter is because I always dreamed of a winter wedding. I like the idea of the snow. And you know what? There's no mud when you get married on a day where there's lots of snow coming down. It's just beautiful, crisp. You can avoid, areas where there's footprints, but you don't get, like, the nasty mud unless you get married in a bad... You want snow. So, when I got married...
When you're getting married in the winter.
I asked for snow, and I got it.
We ordered it at Costco.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know, I got a connection with God. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
We had a blizzard. We had how many? 20 centimeters?
Yeah.
That's such a straight man
From
comment.
my shoulders. Yes.
I don't even know what the comment is he's talking about.
So, it's not... hey, good comment there, Crazy Hat fan.
I said vitamin D.
He said it's cheaper. Not as much as it used to be. So, when we got married in the winter, we played the whole cheap card. Because back then, there weren't a lot of people getting married in January because it was taboo. February was taboo. Oh, God, my mother, I still hear her today. Why are you getting married in the winter? Because of the snow. No one's going to come. Yeah, okay. We had 700 people at our wedding. They all showed up.
In January, end of January.
Disaster.
Everybody's like starting to get bored again. They want to get out of their house. So they welcome a party. It gives them enough time to recover, like, from Christmas
we got married
spending.
the 22nd, so give everybody a break.
The other good thing about getting married in the winter is it gets darker faster. So people will show up on time to your wedding. So you put 5, 6 o'clock, it starts to get dark, they show up. When you get married in the summer, everybody's in the, what do you call it? L'orto? Till like 6 o'clock. And
What's a l'orto? What the hell's a l'orto?
They're in the garden. What do you call it?
L'orto. A l'orto.
L'orto. It's your dialect. It's not even Italian.
Giuseppe Words of Wisdom talking about my puns. That's why I'm wearing a blazer. Keeping it classy, guys. Because everybody knows I'm bringing class back into entertainment. I know I'm wearing a t-shirt, but still.
Okay.
Whatever. Got to do that.
We're talking about weddings here.
Yeah.
What's I saying now? Yes, when you get married in the summer, people tend to show up later because they're too busy in their backyards or doing whatever they need to do outside.
Sorry, somebody said Jova Money I got married in January 6th and I'm divorced. LOL. Ha. Well, Jova Money, you were looking for cash. You even put it in your name. That's the problem. Here we go. So check out this chair. Mike Marino. Okay, whoever that is. So, guys, that's cool. So, okay, so that's January. So, basically, winter months.
As I was saying, they are in their backyard, and then all of a sudden, they realize, oh, look at their watch. Oh, it's like 5:30. Maybe I should go take a shower and go to the wedding we were invited to. And I'll show up at 7:30. So, that's one reason why you should get married in the winter.
Yeah, because nobody's got anything to do.
Or the darker months. The other reason is you don't sweat as much. I have customers, I have clients where, you know, they sweat. The guys are sweating, the girls are sweaty. They need to repowder their face a million times.
They're
Just
naturally sweaty.
uncomfortable.
They're naturally sweaty people. I
Some are
lack
better.
in sweat glands. You know that.
Yeah, okay.
I put like 1 streak of degree on my armpits, and we're good for like 2 weeks. I don't smell.
So-
I don't sweat. We're not talking about showering right now. Well, that's every Tuesday. So, okay. So now, having said that, but everybody picks the season they want. I'm going to throw this out there, guys. There are some people who are a little selfish in the summer who decide to pick long weekends. Don't do it. I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you. Both of you. Both cameras. Long weekends are for people to enjoy on the long weekends. Every time somebody gets married in the long weekend, everybody goes like this, long weekend? You had to pick a long weekend. You messed up their whole weekend. So, if you have to get married on a long weekend, just understand that a good portion of your guests are going to be upset. So keep that in mind.
And I say, if you're that important to them, a long weekend, doesn't matter. They'll come. A. B. Most of those people who complain, it's long weekend, don't do anything on long weekend anyway. They sit at home and do nothing. Or they're, you know, in their yard.
I know, but they wanted to do something. They're like,
No,
next week,
no,
next long weekend,
no.
for sure. For sure.
That's like
I'm
those
doing
old people
something.
who are like, oh my God, they're telling us we have to put money for a shower.
When did old
When
people
those are
start
the-
talking high-pitched
When those
voices
are
like
the type
this?
of people who bring a busta anyway. Everybody's, listen, no matter what you do, everyone's going to complain. Nicole is getting married in November. We're going to talk about it because she brought it up.
Oh, yeah, we're going to bring it up.
And some people do pick, should I say this a lot?
Yeah, it's
There
okay.
are some months where you pay cheaper, apparently. And that's because there's some months where not a lot of people get married. So the halls, like, really want you.
So,
So,
Nicole,
why don't
I
people
know-
get married in November?
I'll tell you what. So Nicole's watching. Nicole, I'm going to tell you this. Most Italians don't get married in November, even though you're Italian and your fiance is Italian.
It's like a
because
time machine.
es tu mese di morte. So it's the month of the dead. So you cannot get married in November. But having said that, that's a bunch of bull. And I'm throwing it out there, and I'll tell you why. Because un mese di morte is November, but according to my mother and my aunt, it starts October 25th.
Yep.
We
Don't
couldn't.
ask.
We had to do our something. I don't know if it was one of the kids' baptisms.
No, it was our engagement party.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Our
and the
engagement party.
baptism.
We couldn't do it on the 20-something of October. No, fi just the mese di morte. No, November's the mese di morte. Yeah,
Because
month of the dead.
No, your marriage will not die.
Yeah, nothing.
Marriages die for other reasons,
Yeah,
not
no,
the
no,
month
no,
you got
no.
married.
Just
We can have a whole other episode
there's
about that.
so many superstitions behind Italians alone, and I'm sure a lot of other nationalities as well. But Italian mese di morte, God forbid, they get married on these days. What is the difference? Please, maybe November 2nd, which is All Souls Day, understandable. If really,
Maybe you want some souls to be at your wedding. John,
maybe, yeah. So
why not do a happy thing on All Souls?
we are crushing the taboo right now. Nicole, great day you picked. And I'm also emceeing that wedding, so we're going to have some fun that day. Having said that, that's one. So we don't do long weekends. We're cutting those out. Long weekends.
I will still do your long weekend wedding. Do not listen to this guy.
Now, Valentine's. Yes or no?
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah,
that?
you answer, then I'll answer.
Well, it's a point to go out and dance and you don't
Valentine's.
you don't have to be
yes
alone.
or no? Answer the question.
I wouldn't personally get married on Valentine's Day because I feel like I'll get gypped out of a date and a present every year.
Instead, men, you should, when your buddies are getting married, you should tell them, get married on Valentine's. Because if you got to cough up a couple of centipeds anyway, you might as well get married on, might as well have it on Valentine's to kill two birds with one stone.
Hold on.
But obviously to the people who picked Valentine's.
There's a comment here that's funny, which is so true. Let's go back to November for a second. Sorry, because you guys on Facebook can't see the comments on Instagram, and we have to
Go back and forth.
What are you saying, Cardinal?
Go.
November is a bad month to get married because whoever's doing November, you're gonna have all these guys with these cheesy mustaches that look like pedophiles. I'm sorry, I had to say that out loud because some of them just do not suit mustaches. So
And some women
whoever
don't
said
appreciate
that was funny.
what
That's
real men look like which is with mustaches. All these guys that shave their faces. Listen, if I wanted to look like I was in high school, I would shave my face. I am a man. I grow facial hair. Stop shaving your faces, guys. You look like little boys.
I don't know.
So November, do it.
He doesn't have to kiss himself, so he doesn't
do it.
get
Forget the kissing. Kissing after marriage is over.
Would you like it if I had a mustache and you had to kiss me?
Babe.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything, but I kissed you for the first 3 years until you finally got the hint. So, November, and so somebody mentioned even stags and showers, long weekends, same rule. What else we talked? So, what other dates are no good?
I don't know. What do you guys think about New Year's? I've had some weddings on New Year's. Actually, I did a wedding on Halloween.
I think that would be fun.
I think it would be fun.
I think it would be fun. The challenges.
You're going to be with half those people anyway. If you're.
Here's the problem, though. You get married on New Year's, and then you put all adults only on the, on the invite, or you're inviting only a couple. You got to realize I got to do something with my kids. Yeah, my parents aren't doing anything on New Year's, guaranteed. Every year, my dad and mom ask, "What are you guys doing for New Year's?" Well, I don't know. Maybe we're going to stay home. That's what my parents answer every single year. So sure, they can watch the kids. But right now, we're at a stage in our lives where we can't do much on New Year's because our children are little. In time, when, we kick out the first two and our daughter is, can hang out with her friends, we're going to start to go.
They can stay with me forever.
Forget it. Fine, then I'll leave. We can go out wherever we want, New Year's. Don't mess up my Halloween. Some of you guys people like getting married Halloween. I'm not coming. Unless I'm the MC. I'm not coming. Halloween is big for
I did one on
us.
Halloween. It was really cool.
I know.
She had the biggest candy station I've ever seen in my life.
Sure.
She had like containers this big, like the ones from the store.
Makes sense.
It was fun.
But
and she gave out masks, so everybody, that was the bomiana, and everybody had a mask.
But Halloween night?
Yeah.
Halloween
Remember
night. So who handed out candies in all those houses?
I don't know. Who cares?
The kids.
We don't even have no candy at our house. At our house, we put a bowl outside on the veranda, and people have to live with their conscience if they take the whole bowl.
All right, so we had some cheapskates over here talking about Fridays and Sundays. Okay, so like get married on a Friday, get married on a Sunday because it's cheaper. Yes, it is cheaper. Guess what? Another set of anger. Friday, you got people coming home from work, they're rushing. So you're basically asking half of the people do not show up to the church. And then the other half have to...
Well, they usually don't... On Friday weddings, it's usually like they do ceremony at the hall, like 4:30.
What do you mean? So people don't get married in a church on a Friday?
Well, I don't know. But like it's usually on a Friday night, they don't do a 12 o'clock ceremony. They do like a 4 or 5 o'clock ceremony.
Right. Fridays...
Still, it's hard to
Friday's
get
iffy. If you're cheap or you're Greek, you do Sundays. And I say Greek because every Greek wedding I ever worked, they're always... When we worked in the banquet halls, it was always Sundays. Why? They're cheap. Sorry, Greek people watching. I'm just throwing that out there. Just kidding. Is
that why? Like, do you know that's why?
No, they're cheap.
That's why they pick Sundays.
They're fucking cheap. Excuse my language. They are cheap. Excuse my language. Take that back to language. Cheap. But, yeah, you save money, of course. Having said that, you're messing up people's Mondays because people want to have a super good time at your wedding. You're just asking everybody to have kind of a good time on a wedding.
But Jewish tradition.
No, but Jewish is different. Because the Sabbath on Saturday, but Jewish people are different completely anyway, so they got their own thing going on.
So
nice people. So I've been to a Jewish wedding. I think it was on a Sunday. Was it a Saturday night, just past 8 o'clock? No, it was a Sunday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The wedding was great.
So people are asking. Let's talk about: do you get married on vacation or don't you?
What do you mean?
What do you think about people who go away and get married?
That's their business.
You have no opinion? I'm shocked.
We talked about it last time, if you remember.
No, I don't. Someone's asking.
We did.
Maybe they weren't watching last time.
That's okay. So vacation weddings are cool. Don't expect a lot of people to come.
Cheap should not be in your vocabulary when you're planning a wedding. Thank you, whoever said that.
Yes, that's right.
Listen.
There's nothing cheap
about
a wedding.
Show just on how much you're going to pay for things.
I have a friend. She's from Nova Scotia. And she had her wedding in a barn. Everybody brought what they could. There was a potluck wedding. And there's still a lot of weddings that happen like that. And that is great. By all means, you work within your means. Unfortunately, Italians, Portuguese people, the Greeks, Spanish, all the European countries, we've put ourselves in this disastrous financial position with weddings. And I say disastrous because yonders, the girls wanted more. They want better chairs. They want better flowers. They want better...
Was there free milk at the farm? That's funny.
Yeah, all these better things. So now we are building an era of weddings that are uber expensive, not because of the videographer, photographer, and all the vendors that were there, because they haven't really changed much. Years they've gone up in price over the years, but it's gone up fairly. But all the extra stuff, which we all want, I want it too. I want my wedding to look great. It's not, your weddings aren't cheap, so be prepared. Having said that, the best way to battle that is to invite people from Italy that you don't think are going to come. Because they're going to send the busta, and it's going to be bigger than the ones you get here because they're your deals. But I wanted them to come, and a lot of them did.
About vacation weddings, because it was just so being brought up over there. We're going to have Zach on here one day. I don't know if he's watching, because he plans a lot of vacation weddings. That's his thing. So we're gonna talk to him one day if they want to come on our show.
Yeah.
Zach and Carlo.
What Zach should do actually is he should convince a couple to pay for us to go there to talk about it live.
That's funny.
It's not funny. It's fact. Zach, I'm putting you under pressure. I don't know which one you're watching right now.
No, I don't see him.
We went to Jamaica for a wedding in April. It wasn't cheap at all. No, yeah. If the go away wedding isn't cheap for the couple, for people that are going, because I got to dish out the flights. And you got to dish out a busta.
Do you?
Of course you do.
I always get that question. I say I would bring a gift, but...
How can you bring a
gift? You're getting a vacation.
How do you bring a gift to Jamaica?
No, I mean a busta. That's the gift, yes.
No.
But some people are saying...
Or like your cake your friend and you invited to our wedding, they brought us a porcelain flower. It was beautiful.
Babe.
It's the best paperweight we got. She's not watching anyway. We lost her.
It's actually in our daughter's bedroom, so if she's watching, which I can't.
That thing is... That's from her?
Yeah, the little flowers.
I should have dropped it twice. Anyway.
You're mean, man.
Hey, I'm not mean. I'm being factual. Cash, guys. Cash monette. Bring it to the wedding. Stop bringing gifts. But most people watching here are not. That's a good gift, Crazy Hab. He's saying bring weed. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm telling you, porcelain flower. And I got this porcelain... So we're opening the bustas. And this... what was her name? Tiffany Ann? Some sort of cake.
She's Italian! Can you stop?
She was not Italian.
Her name's Maria, and I know who it is. Stop it.
Okay.
She's my friend. I don't know. I didn't see her name come up.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Nice to get different things sometimes.
It was a porcelain flower. And then I go, oh, this is beautiful. And then I'm going through the rest, and I'm like, good cobble.
Stop it.
But it is nice.
Those are expensive. And she didn't just give us one. She gives more than one. Anyway.
We got one. It was a porcelain flower.
No, it was not. It was like 3 or 4. There's a white one, there's a purple one. Okay,
if you show me the 4, I will recant everything I just said.
They're in the bedroom. Okay. People don't want to know about that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We're just trying to catch up on these American Spring Toasters. You are killing me. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Nella, that's our cousin. That's our cousin.
Yeah.
Going from there. Cash only. That's right. Cash only. Thank you for the jacket comment there, Foxhead. Again, I'm hiding the pawns. Remember the last time I was putting these little things in front of me and going from there. By the way, we changed the decor in the background. We always try to do a different scenario here. We had to climb into this room. This has become our storage room, but in the meantime, we have a white... move your head just slightly over the other way so that you can see the white little lady. Then we have... what is this called, babe? This is a...
It's a seating chart.
Seating chart. Very wise decision for the seating chart.
This seating chart here is not a good example. I know you're looking at it backwards, but I do not recommend doing a seating chart. Take notes. Even if I'm not doing your seating chart, you do not do it by table unless there's like 50 people coming.
There's an old one.
You need to do it... No, some people insist. They don't want to listen to me. But you need to do it alphabetically because if I know my last name, I can just go to M and find my name. But if I don't know my table, I gotta go through every single name. So I'm gonna be standing there longer, and I'm gonna make your receiving line longer.
That's right. Go alphabetical.
Don't make things confusing. Hey, you can be as creative as you want to be.
Oh,
certain things
I
you
have
don't
a topic
mess
for
with.
next week.
You don't mess with the seating, and you don't mess with the, the flow, the order of things. Okay, don't mess with the kitchen. How things are supposed to be cooked. You need to pay attention to those things. Okay.
They're not.
Put as many flowers as you want. Don't screw with the seating chart. I had people do I want to do seating cards. One of my sister's friends, I want seating cards on a tree. And they were all hanging. They look really nice. It was Christmas time. Who can find their name? Tell me. You're going to go to the branches, all the branches, and look like this for the names. They're not in any kind of order.
No.
Think about these things, people.
Think. If it's a small, quaint party, it's okay. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking the masses, you got to keep them flowing. And if you have...
it should be quick and easy.
If you have a bigger wedding, let's say over 300, you need a floater. Somebody who's going to like recognize family members. 2 floaters, one from the groom side, one from the bride side. Floaters, if you have the table cards, you're going to go grab these table cards and just start dishing them out, because the lineups can get disastrous. People don't know what their name is. All of a sudden, they're looking at the thing like, oh, is my name here? It's in alphabetical order, guys. They're blind. So grab them. Have somebody who recognizes the family in charge of the cards, or someone at the chart. So when they see them, oh, you're table number 7, you're table number 12, you're eating in the kitchen, whatever the case may be.
So since we're talking about jobs for bridal party, we're going to talk about bridal party today.
Right. I just want to interject. So guys, you're watching
Hi, Claudia.
Wedding Wednesdays, and we are here, and I'm going to promote what we're doing this weekend. And we didn't get to say it on Instagram, but we'll say it on Facebook one more time. So if you know any brides that are getting married, brides and grooms, sorry, getting married soon or whenever they're getting married, and they want to visit a different bridal show, there's a bridal show happening this weekend. I found out about it myself today, and I ended up
That's because I decided yesterday.
That's cool. We're on the up and up. Things are just coming up all the time, and I ended up I'm going to be emceeing this thing, which is great. It's going to be held. It's called York Region Weddings and Events Expo. It's being held at Riviera Park on Sunday, February the 5th. The time is between 12 and 5. And it's going to be a unique type of bridal show where, as opposed to the typical fashion show, or, you know, where the brides are walking up and down the aisle in dresses that no one's ever going to wear. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but whatever, just to give a great idea. This one is having all the vendors on the outside of the dance floor. And on the dance floor, there's going to be performances throughout the whole show, which is great. I'm going to be drawing names for different prizes. We're going to be drawing names for couples to do their first mock-up wedding dance with the smoke machine and all that stuff, which would be cool.
Is that like bad luck?
No, it's just a dance. It's a practice. People don't practice their dances.
I guess.
Yeah,
it's coordinated.
It'll be fine. Oh, see, about coordinating. There is a dance school that's going to be there teaching some people some moves, like literally live, like on the spot, some fun stuff. There's a marketplace that's being held in the lobby, so smaller booths with different things that are going on. It's going to be great. It's at Riviera Park. Our good friend Anthony Barone manages the place, and we'll see you there on Sunday. You might have already been to a bridal show and you think you got everything. And I was mentioning this today when I went live with Monica. Monica's the organizer. Some people go to bridal shows in the beginning, like they got married, they got engaged like 3 hours ago, and already the bride's got her pack of lionesses, and they're ready to go.
The bridal party that we have talked about?
The girls, yeah, they're ready to go. They got their notepads, and they're like, yeah, no, we got to go to this one, we got to go to that one, blah blah blah. Then the dust settles. They go through their bags. They pick who they think they're going to go. They end up going with somebody through family anyway, which is not really the best thing all the time. Go through. If you're going to go to a bridal show and you're going to talk to people, give them a chance. Go talk to them. Let them give you a quote. Let them tell you what's good for what they can offer. Having said that, let's go. You go to a wedding show 2 years prior to your wedding. A lot of people don't realize the small things they're missing. Mm-hmm. So you can go to a bridal show again with a little bit more calmer mind. Say, okay, I've already booked this, already booked this, already booked this, already booked this. I'm missing a few things. Or you might even not even realize you're missing a few things. And you go and you get reminded. Like, how many people forget that you need a booster box? They need... A lot of people don't think about their invitations till about 3 months before. And she's like, my wife, who does invitations, gets like brides calling her, yeah, I'm getting married in April. And it's like January. Oh, we need time. We got to design. There's time frame involved. So, whatever. Having said that, if you've gone to one, it doesn't mean you can't go to another. It's a completely free event for everybody. You can come in.
It's free, but bring $5 in a busta or whatever you want. Put your name inside the busta. Inside the busta or on the envelope? I don't know. Put your name on the envelope. When you get to the show, you're going to put this envelope in a booster box provided by us.
Yeah.
And there will be a draw, and whoever name gets pulled out, they are going to win all the money that's in that booster box.
Yeah.
And you can put that towards your wedding or any of the vendors. And, oh, look who's watching, Mr. Gerardo. Hi. That's a teacher from my school.
Okay, you can message him later and say hi, Mr. Gerardo.
Stop.
By the way, Mr. Gerardo, check out what I made here. This is a booster box I made. It's a piano. So if somebody wants a piano, Pep Malek, I made it. That's what I do. I make things besides my bed.
Oh, this is true.
Okay, babe, move over so people can see you
Well,
here.
that one is like up
it
and
doesn't
down.
matter.
And
Still,
it's like
just
showing more of my body. I don't like that
squeeze
one.
it. There's words. No one can see anything. So,
Okay.
What's
So
the
we're
next
talking
topic?
about bridal. Manaya. We're talking about bridal party.
It wasn't worth. Okay. Anyway, go on.
So, how do you pick a bridal party? How did we used to pick a bridal? I mean, not necessarily us, but it used to be that you had to pick one cousin from each family. So
At
if you have
least.
5 aunts and uncles. You got 5 from my mom's side, 2 from my dad's side, and then you have to get some from his side. 1 from each family. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then when they're uneven,
But you know what?
when they're uneven, you have to like put fillers in, and then those friends who are fillers sometimes
friends
can
are.
tell that they're fillers.
Hey, friends, we love you, but you guys are usually the fillers in the bridal party.
Not true.
Bestest friends.
Not true. It's just
Hold
that, I'm
on.
just talking. That's what we
Bestest friends are
traditionally
usually
doing.
matched up with
People
your
don't do that anymore.
weird cousin Rocco. I'm just kidding. Rocco's just watching. So people get matched up based on, I don't know, height or whatever. Don't match based on height. Match based on, I think, based on personality. Who's gonna work well together?
Match based on height too. Like, come on, looks weird.
For what? Why does it look weird?
Doesn't matter if they're gonna
Human
work together.
beings don't
on the
look-
day of, half of them, the guys get drunk. I have to threaten them all the time.
Babe,
They don't act like they do. when they're
Human
sober.
beings don't look weird. A. B.
Yes, they do.
When it's time to take a picture, doesn't really just put them in the order of height. It doesn't matter if the partner is not matching up. You're basically telling short people, hey, we're both short, so that's why we're put
Don't
together.
you feel worse if you're short and you're with like a really tall person? That makes you feel worse. doesn't it?
What about if a couple's picked that is married or engaged?
Well, that's different.
And one's Johnny Storks and the other one's
That's their problem. Then they're comfortable with it, so that's okay.
The point is, it doesn't matter if they're high, short, or not short. Whatever the case may be, just match it up. Don't worry about height.
Usually, what happens is, I think you put like people who are like know each other together more, cousins together, stuff like that.
This was a little dirty comment. Match based on boobs. Okay, thanks, Testadora.
But we could talk about boobs.
Yeah.
With bridesmaids.
Guys and girls. So the Facebook followers are always a bit cleaner comments. The Instagram,
because I don't know who these people follow.
guys
you
go
are
off
kinda
on a
nuts.
tangent. But whatever, we'll have some fun with them too because they're good people.
So, do you put married couples in? Because it used to be that you weren't supposed to put married couples in. They used to be that the maid of honor and best man should have been married, and
Because
the rest
they're
of the couples were supposed to be single. Did you know that?
Yes, because I like this topic. This
It
is a
used
good
to be
topic.
that way. Why? You're gonna say something because?
Yes. So
Because the kumpare and kumare are supposed to be like people you look up to, and what?
So, we got to think. Okay, we got to think. Canadian weddings that ended up becoming, what's it called? That have encroached into the Italian community, where people pick their best friend, their best man, and their best, best friend on the girl side. So that's what happened. Before, it used to be testimony. So it didn't matter. It was not best of anything. It was an older, more mature couple, most likely a couple, that are supposed to give you guidance for marriage. Doesn't always work, but whatever. And yeah, that is your best man and maid of honor.
It used to be that way.
Used to be that way. I like that way.
But if it's not that way, so we have this issue come up a lot. Like, do you think you should split up married couple? Like, if you're gonna put them in your bridal party, and like one of them's a good friend and one of them's like just the husband, do you think you should put them in? I wonder if anybody has any answers. Thanks, babe.
No, I kind of got
just
thrown
like
off
our
because I had a
marriage.
thought.
Listen.
I had a thought in my head. What'd you say?
I've done weddings with a bridal party where they're close to the bride, but the groom is they're close to the wife,
But the groom is just not
and
good
not the
enough because
husband.
he's got that weird.
So they
twist.
only put the girl in or the guy in.
Yeah.
Or they'll have one as the maid of honor, and they'll put the husband as with the cousin. What do you guys think about that? Don't need to put both. I have to come closer.
I say
I'm getting
if
blind.
you're gonna put a couple, you're basically saying like this. So let's say my sister. So I mean,
most of the couples would say run.
my sister started dating her now husband after we got married. But if my sister was dating somebody and it was like a fresh, we barely know the guy, guess what? You're sitting with family. We'll at least respect you and put you with family. We're not going to put you on the friends table. Hey, unless you want to be. But if my sister is pretty much, this guy's the guy she's going to marry, that's what she should be partners with. And if they're married, don't split it up. Because then the guy is just an awkward guy at the wedding watching the kids. Which is, I guess, important too. But you know what? They felt like they're not important. Or they felt like, hold on a second. You could pick her, but I wasn't good enough to be a part of your group.
You can make him like the reader or something. Isn't that what you do?
Oh,
you
the
can't
consolation
put them in your bridal
prize.
party. You put them in
Consolation prize.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You can't put everybody. Then they're going to be like, guys, so like, how many couples do we have? 8, 9 couples? Who weren't even, none of them were together. Were any of our couples? Just my sister and Nick were together.
Yeah. Well, your older sister's wedding, I was a reader because I was new to the family.
Yes.
But
we're not saying, people are saying too many rules, do what you want.
This is just opinions, but guys.
We're just telling you how it was
by the way,
and how people think.
This is just opinions. By all means, fire off what you want. It's okay. We're talking. This is all discussions. But I believe in married couples for best man and maid of honor. Why? Because typically, at least in our community, the best man and maid of honor baptize your first child, if you believe in baptism. So,
if you believe in that tradition.
I'm talking about the tradition. So now you're in a position where your first child
We didn't even do that.
I know that. But your first child is either picked by... You're right. We didn't do that.
No.
Sorry.
But that used to be tradition. We
Sorry.
just explained traditions. Doesn't mean we did everything traditionally.
I know. But hold on. But we picked my best friend at the time and his wife.
They were married, yes.
They were married.
We do believe in picking couples that are married to baptize your kids.
Yes, at least.
So
So it's not split up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. You guys have your best man. Sometimes, hey, how about if your best man or your best friend isn't married and your girl, the maid of honor, is also not married? Okay, then shake it up a little bit. But yeah, sometimes couples have someone of older that are a couple that are of guidance to them. But maybe they're the oldest, so they have nobody above them. So they pick somebody that's younger, like a younger brother, younger sister, whatever.
I'm reading, sorry guys, because I gotta go close. I can't read the Facebook ones for some reason. I regret picking my maid of honor. Yeah, sometimes people regret picking who they picked. I mean, people change. You lose friends. You lose. I mean, you even couples break up.
Yeah,
married couples break up.
Listen,
you know, things happen like that. Someone asked here, let's talk about putting a pregnant person in your bridal party. What do you guys think? I guess it all depends on the person. I feel bad for the pregnant person because they really don't know how tired they're going to be.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting for them.
They might get offended.
That's not really about offense. You know what? Like,
I think you should just ask. Like, I know you're pregnant. We would like you in the bridal party, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
But hold on a second. That's wrong.
Why?
Why? Because some couples get married, engaged today, and they decide to pick their wedding in 2020, and they already picked their bridal party. So this person's got to be off limits with having skadunky dunk and getting pregnant anytime.
I didn't say that the bride and groom should say no to not to them. They should ask them. They should have the option. If that person's getting pregnant, they should still say, "Are you still okay to be in my bridal party?"
Yeah, of course.
Shouldn't expect them to have to be in it. Like, if they're gonna be tired.
Right, but every couple goes through the same conversation. Oh my gosh, it's great. Like selfish couples. I point to us, but I'm just saying selfish couples, not us in general, but are like the first thing. My gosh, she's pregnant. Oh, but what about the bride? What about the dresses? What about the guys? You know what? Let nature take its course. If somebody gets pregnant, make it. It's a blessing, and adjust the dresses. Don't worry about that kind of stuff.
Well, you never used to have that problem before because you know that it used to be in your bridal party. Everybody had to be not married.
I know, but there's a lot of people that get pregnant that aren't married, babe.
Well, I mean, you can't.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Anyway.
Not everybody waited like us. So,
Who Who cares? Everybody's
Exactly.
saying, who cares? Yes, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. We're just saying topics.
We're just having a conversation.
I'm very opinionated. I know that. I'm sorry. That's just the way I am. Where are we at? Screw the dresses then. Adjust the preggo woman. Thank you, Laura. You're right. Just adjust.
Tell them not to have sex before the wedding. That's funny.
All the everything we've said no, we had. So we had a couple. Our couple didn't baptize our first kid, and our couple, like we're talking minute on it, and Lisa, your sister, was pregnant.
Yes,
her wedding.
She was pregnant. I was pregnant at my best friend's wedding. I was
and poor thing,
but it was like a little. It was early in the pregnancy.
Poor thing with our little niece Isabella, which is not so little anymore. She's like 12 years old now. She's 12. She's 11. She's turning 12. We've been married 12 years now. Lisa had to take so many breaks because she was tired. It's exhausting, guys. It's a big, it's a lot of work to be in a bridal party. It's early mornings, and you are, so take care of your pregnant bridal party members. Make sure there's options for rest, to take as many breaks as possible because it is exhausting. Next topic.
So we're still talking about bridal parties. People are asking questions here.
Oh, good.
So, and I was going to bring this up before. A lot of people now can't make up their mind who they want to be their maid of honor, best man, or they have like two sisters, and so they do two best men and two maid of honors. What do you guys think about that?
Sorry, one thing. Jenny's saying, what about if the bride gets pregnant before the wedding? What do you do? Depends. Does she get pregnant and then all of a sudden there's a wedding coming up, which happens, which is fine. That's great. At least they're respecting the sanctity of marriage and getting married. So, for the kids coming, whatever. But some brides get pregnant in the engagement process. Hey, I don't even know how to answer that.
It's up to the person. They, first of all, it depends when they're due. If they're due around the wedding date, then yes, you postpone it. Do you move it up? I mean, that's an option. Personally, I wouldn't want to get married after having 3 kids. I wouldn't want to get married the last month I'm due. So, yeah, I guess it depends when you're due. You'd have to move around that. So I don't think it really matters. You get married before you have the baby or after. I mean,
I'm gonna
just that having to deal with a baby through your whole wedding date. That's not going to be easy. Actually, I just booked a wedding, and this girl, more power to her. She's got twins. They're 3 months. When she gets married, the babies are going to be 10 months, and and they're
going to be in the cutest little outfits.
Yeah, she expects to hold the babies during her vows. So.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, what if they're
maybe
sleeping?
with a crane above you? That's not happening. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to read a comment.
You make it work.
I'm going to read a comment from the Instagram. It says, this is from Sandy. What if you ask the bridesmaid and usher, and then you have a fallout with the usher, who then does not want to be in your bridal party? What do you do with the bridesmaid?
You get another usher.
You find another usher.
There's the answer. What else?
And my cousin just wrote, she can always wear a girdle. Yeah, good job, Rocco. You wear a girdle on a pregnant woman.
What about the mother-in-law? Where she comes?
Says my single cousin who's 50 doesn't get it yet, but that's okay.
What does this mean? Yeah, what about the mother-in-law? Where she come? Cover up.
I don't know what we're talking
about. Tell the mother-in-law to... Sorry. What?
We're talking. Some people are talking about they're making fun of the mother-in-laws. Yeah, so we don't know if we want the filler. Haha. So...
Yes. Actually, we were going to start a business once.
Yeah. I was just...
okay. What do you guys think of our new business? What are we going to call it? We didn't even think about it. Fillers. Wedding
fillers.
No,
what are we talking? Are we filling cannolis? We're rent a couple. Or
rent a bridesmaid.
Basically, so think of this little business here. Because there's also that tradition of odds and evens. I don't know what the hell that means. Of a bridal party. So you need one more couple
people do it.
You need one more couple to fill the set. So I've seen so many times in bridal parties when they pick the cousin 4th removed from the left because they need to put in one person. Can you not have put one person less? No, they got to have evens or odds or whatever. So that's fine. They do that. But we are saying if you need some people, call us.
You want us to be in your bridal party for the date? Sure.
Or anybody, or any couples want to have a good time. And they say, you know what, we're bored. We want to be in a bridal party. And it'll be so much fun trying to explain how you're related to people. I just make up the whole thing.
Well, what were we going to do? We were going to do the wedding crashing thing.
Yeah. We want to start a group. We're going to start a group.
What do you guys think of this?
This summer, we're going to crash weddings. But we're going to go in as a team of like 20 people where they can't kick us out. But we have to seemingly seep in. We can't go all 20 people at once because they're going to get confused. A couple here, a couple there, until eventually they say, where do these people come from? Let's do that.
Someone asked a question. What if you have more ushers than bridesmaids? Is it okay to double up? So people are doing that. They are doing that. It makes things a little bit confusing.
I was in a bridal party.
I do have to say...
There was 4 guys and 1 girl.
I'm talking. Okay. I do have to say a few things about that. One is there are actually some churches who will not let 2 girls or 2 guys, unfortunately, I'm sorry, walk down the aisle together. This has happened. I've had, you know, they have an extra girl, so it doesn't matter if there's a guy in between. They won't let the 2 girls walk down together.
Okay,
we have to do it separately.
Hold on. So will they let the guys be at the front row there, and then the girls go up?
Well, every church is different. Some will, some won't. Some churches do, you know, the couples come down together. Some churches do all the guys at the front, just the girls come down. Some churches do actually the girls come halfway, the guys meet them and bring them to the front. So we figure it out. But try to keep your bridal party even. I mean, it looks better for pictures, I think. But for other things, like I did a bridal party, a wedding once, and there were 2 guys, a best man and a guy, and there were more girls. And just because you're in a bridal party, your job is not to just look pretty, okay? And
except
you know,
for me.
You have to show up. You do need to look pretty, but that's not your only job. So, you know, part of this guy's job was to get the bombonietti, the extra bombonietti, put them on the table. But these are huge. These bombonietti were like this. So we couldn't fit them all on the table. We had to put them in a bridal suite, which was right across from where they were standing. And because there was only 1 usher, he was the only one going back and forth, getting all these bombonietti. He was sweating buckets.
Okay, but the poor
very
kid.
upset about it.
No, poor kid. Okay, guys, when you pick a bomboniere, don't pick something this big in a box.
Where are they gonna put that? Think about this.
You put it in a box. I see some bombonieres. They're like this. Like, okay, thanks, guys. We're gonna put this tree, and it's wrapped, beautifully wrapped, and they're stacked up in a certain way. There's a mountain everywhere. You don't know where to put these things. They're on the table. Then, what do you do what do you do with a bomboniere? You give it to the couple. Now you got these things hanging around at the table. The only intelligent ones are some of the guys say, I'm going to go put this in the car. And they put it straight in the car. Fine. Don't put these monstrosities on the table.
Okay, let's see. We have some questions here.
Sorry. This is my little thing.
You get children. I think put as many children you want. The only thing is with the children is, depends on their age, they're not predictable. So, like 5 and under, they could have a tantrum that day. They could not want to get into their dress all week, and then that day they just want to be a princess and get in their dress and cooperate. So maybe the more you have, if some are disappearing, it's okay. No one will notice that day. But you have to take into consideration also that when they get to the front, they need a babysitter at the front watching them. So if there's no bridesmaids around them to quiet them, you might have a problem with that.
So my sister is commenting on here. She says, do a donation. I think she did a donation. My sister did a donation? I don't remember.
You think I even remember?
So, I don't remember. Marianne, tell us if you did a donation. So, Luciciliano, your thing's not plugged in, and neither is mine. Hold on, let's plug these things in. We're
shit.
Power,
we plugged in the bottom part, not the top part.
Oh my god, we forgot the power.
You can get a cousin to family. Yeah, you could. You know what?
Hold on, I'm just going to go sideways here.
The guy who wanted help with the